ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
This, of course, a part of the European scenery known for its great noise, Milan, the grand shrine to the game, the Giuseppe Meazza. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He does turn every game into a showbiz occasion.
Well, we hope Peter, being the kind of player who tries to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision, his creativity, or being more direct, providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past. So it's away we go then. And it's Messi. Ball played for Kokchu. Messi tries making a foray down the... Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Haaland. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Out to the right. Madweke. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He loves the contest. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That has been cut short. But that is not the best ball. The offers
Teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
somewhat off target. It's clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's well spotted. Trossard. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Kokchu. And it's Eze. Played back. Gets a good foot in there. Hazard. Oh, he's onto this. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Neymar. Looking for the run. Cross from... Oh, what a climb! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Gabriel attempts a clearance. He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Zanetti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. That's good running with the ball. Searching pass he's played there. Crosses it in. He rises! Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Eze. And here's Trossard. Pinches it off him. Added Subimendi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Crosses it in. Neymar. And they're back on the ball again. Zanetti. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Messi. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Haaland. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Timber. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Welcome. Sampai jam berapa malam, Bang?
Gabriel. Now Trossard. Gabriel. And Mosquera. Eze. Madueke.
Un minuto di recupero.
Azar. Nicely aimed pass. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Lille really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Trossard, chance for a shot! This looks promising.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
He could be in here. Rice. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played, well played. And they win it back again. It's a goal kick. Robertson. Not the most accurate pass. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, just skips past his man. Neymar couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Arsenal finding their passes. Lille still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Haaland.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
It's a
è di
sharp little ball
81.007
here.
spettatori.
Well read, nice interception.
Selamat
Your
malam
impression so far,
Fat
Jim?
Kumis.
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Subimendi
Ganti-ganti senengnya wong sampean.
and
Mas.
Madueke. Rice, and it's Eze. Howson gets a foot in here. Messi. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Dan yo Halan. Lolos.
Mosquera. And Madueke. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's beaten the last man. He's through. He's having a shot. A wonderful effort all by himself.
Kapan aku dadi
He's
kaya
absolutely full of
sampean-sampean yo
energy
main
here.
ya.
Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Mas Dery, kira ciane son Mas.
Rijkaard. He's found a way through. Well, that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, well timed. Azar. Oh, strongly challenged
Oh
there.
no.
Madueke.
Oh yes.
Subimendi. Howson does really well to win the ball there. Trossard. Chance to shoot! Azar.
Bang Pak Kumis sudah
Neymar.
sunat belum?
Udah dong.
And this is Azar. Spread neatly. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Sudah dong.
Lille
Dua kali,
really
Pak.
might just end up
Hampir
kicking
habis.
themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Trossard. And it's Eze. Trossard. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
Tutup di situ, tutup di situ.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Guyub Raketa ya Mas. Bang Erik, welcome Bang.
Rice. And it's Rice. Trossard. He is through here. Moved on forwards. Messi. Lille are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Now it's Neymar. Now it's Hazard.
No smoking.
Showing good feet. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Yes.
Well, the defence just about came out on
Smoking
top, but
is
they were
up.
certainly tested.
No smoking in the streaming.
And that's been intercepted.
Anjing.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rice. Now Trossard. And he plays one through. Well, that's been cut out. Well played.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Banyak gaya katanya.
Well seen.
Yeah.
Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Haaland.
Wih, sit.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two
Yeah,
parties
nah,
separated
nah,
by the
nah, nah,
game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable,
Nah, nah, nah,
sometimes
nah, nah,
unwatchable for those with a
Yang
vested
berlanjut,
interest. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
Anak lawan operak ya. Angger orang anak lawan nyong garap lanjut ya lah. Rika garap lawan nyong apa ora Rika?
bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it in a sense, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Kalau biasa menang ratau. Ya Mas. Mas Dery. Mas Pencerahan, Mas Pian. Jika Anda stay di sini. Ya.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, you've got to say that their Azzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So it's down to business here. Sommer has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Tim? Chance for a shot! Oh, it's got it! They willed it, and it happened!
Wong iki ngalah piye maksudnya iki?
So impressive. Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and
the edge. Feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We have already started here. He is through here. It is over the line. Carlos Augusto puts the cross in. Bastoni tries to clear. Calabolu. Mr. Ibarra! Brilliant save from Donnarumma! He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Van Dijk makes the interception. That's a cute ball. Good alertness. Dumfries. And it's Denzel Dumfries.
Duh.
Van Dijk. Stefan de Vrij. And it's Ugarte. Alexander-Arnold. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Forlan. And he was alert to it. Mbappe. DiMarco. To Calhanoglu. Bastoni. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ugarte. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Played out wide, tries to play it through. Now it's DiMarco, and it's Calhanoglu. Ugarte cuts it out. Camavinga goes steaming forward. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's searching, shot a goal! And for a moment, time stood still. Just eases him off the ball. Tries to thread one through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lovely passing, lovely movement. As climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Van Dijk. Bastoni. And it's Camavinga. Into Stefan de Vrij. Alexander-Arnold. And Bastoni. Looking for the run. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Played out to the left flank. Calhanoglu. Can he get it through? DiMarco picks it up out wide. Probing pass.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Knocks it out wide. It's a good spell of possession, this. Zanetti. Looking to play him in. Delivers the... There's the header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Zanetti. And it's a Serbi. Carlos Augusto. For Calhanoglu. Carlos Augusto. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
There's the whistle for half-time.
Lag dong. Bolanya nge-lag, Bang.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che per la vostra sicurezza è in funzione un sistema di telecamere. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10. Lascia il campo
And
per
that's
il
the start of another
numero
45
11.
minutes.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Camavinga. Forlan is flagged offside. And he's quick to snatch it back. Zanetti. Dumfries. Looking for options for movement. And he cuts out the supply. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. The ball has bounced loose now. And they've got a throw. Calhanoglu, and it's Carlos Augusto. Oh, good-looking ball, and it's Barella. Ugarte producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Di Marco, Carlos Augusto, Calhanoglu, and they're not going to make any further progress now. No, it's come to nothing. Di Marco. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
sharp
è di
little ball here.
80.607 spettatori.
That's been cut out, well played. Not the most accurate pass. Barella, can he get on the end of this? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Barella has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Sommer. Oh, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
De Vrij did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Dumfries is in a really good position out wide.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero
Corner
22.
number 2 then.
Viene sostituito con il numero 14.
Donnarumma gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
No way through. Safi Salih, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Threads one in. Can he get onto this? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9. Forlan. Numero 8. Numero 5. Lasciano il campo per il numero 47. Il numero 25.
Carlos Augusto
il
gets
numero
across
2.
to intercept
Cambio
that.
di giocatori.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well read, nice interception. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
This ended up in no man's land. And he's there to retrieve it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's done it!
Akhirnya.
The most decisive of all goals! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And with that, the end. What an ending. How about that?
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Literally. It could have gone either way, as both teams desperately tried to win this, which produced a really exciting end-to-end encounter. If only every game was like this one.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted. Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now it's Rooney. Now it's Bale. And it's Rooney. And this is Owen. Now, can they get Rooney? It's loose. That's another chance. And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Lille finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Linton and the through ball. And he's away. And the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
He's got away. And that's been won straight back. And they've got a throw. And it's been shipped out wide. Just eases him off the ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! Azar conjures time and space where few can. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Neymar. That's a shade optimistic.
Lille are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Azar. Now it's Azar. Neymar. And this is Raul. Hernandez gets a foot in here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Not the most accurate pass. Raul. Linton looking for the run.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add...
Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Hernandez. And it's Azar. Approaching the half-hour mark.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Azar. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Now it's Haaland. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking for options for movement. Tries to pass it through. Howson. Linton. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Haaland. Neymar. Zanetti. Plays a sharp little ball here. No way he was going to let him past. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Attention, changement.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's a good ball out wide. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
They get a throw in. Alexander-Arnold. Hazard chasing after it. Haaland is onto this. Now it's Linton. Nicely spread. Tries to play it through. Zanetti. And it's played into the middle. Well read. The danger is averted. And this could be the final action of the first half. Owen. It's played through for him. And this is Hazard. He's found a way through. It's Hazard! Good effort. And it is right on half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Attention, attention.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the second half gets underway.
Lille really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
This looks promising. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. And they win it back again. And it's Hazard. Hazard. He can run onto that. Up he goes! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Japan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Lille are looking to go forward now. This might spell danger. Oh, this looks sharp.
Hazard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, chasing the game, trailing by one. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Distributed tidily. Japan are looking to break at pace. Linton.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Hazard. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Haaland. Oh, easy pickings there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
There will be a throw-in. Rijkaard wriggles his way through. Great vision. Haaland. Now it's Hazard. Hazard with the delivery. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Roll! And here's Haaland. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Hazard. Robertson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, nicely intercepted. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's gone for goal!
Like dulu gengs.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the
Yeah, right.
defenders.
Pour Lille,
Kasih
le
Bang.
numéro 13.
Lille can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And that's a throw-in.
Changement pour Lille. Le numéro 22. Hazard. À sa place, le numéro 5.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It's Salah! He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Pings in a bullish header! Lille will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
Masih belum bisa tembus, Bang.
Le numéro 10. Neymar. Pour le remplacer,
That pass isn't the
le
best.
numéro 8.
Lille must do something here and very quickly.
All they need is one
Ah.
big chance, and it may do the trick.
He's picked his way through.
Japan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Back into the middle. Can he finish? Off the post.
Dan gila, Bang.
Swung out
Anjir, kayak
wide.
gitu, Bang. Nggak gol, Bang. Si suwe
Now looking to orchestrate a
sekali.
counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Temps
Rijkaard.
additionnel.
Kimmich
3 minutes.
calmly anticipates. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And it's Hazard. Looking to play him in. And that's a good ball. And the shot! No mistake!
Udah, waktu habis.
And this is getting better and better.
Berat Pro
A
Rawo,
momentary
berat Pro
lapse
Rawo.
mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through.
And that will be the final act. Lille perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Votre attention, chers
Well, after all of
spectateurs.
that, Jim, what are you
Je vous
thinking?
rappelle qu'il
Well,
est
Peter,
strictement
I
interdit-
really...
Masuk definisi 3, 2 kali match. 2 kali match, 2 kali kalah. Gila kagak tuh, Bang. Oke, next. Sampai degradasi. Wih, Bang Dery masih di sini, Bang. Bang pencerahan, Bang Dery. Run Van Nistelrooy. Oke, cek bos.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here. As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rice. Probing pass. Shapes the shoot! I've fallen loose again! Rijkaard. Neymar. Into Kupchu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Van Nistelrooy. And it's Neymar. Now it's Hazard. Smartly reclaimed. Now it's Hazard. Played in by Robertson. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He can get that clear. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Rice. Played into space. That has been cut short. Lille so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Kupchu is the team's great visionary. And this is Neymar. Well, he should have done better.
Gak menghadap, Bang. Cuek sekali kan.
Mateus. No, that was never going to make it. Turns back here, probably the best option. Saliba. Koundé. Mateus. He's tried one! Oh, he's hit the bar! Decent enough try.
Mateus must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Zanetti. And here's Haaland. Gets a good foot in there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's in space and looking for options. Brilliantly cut out. Nicely aimed pass. Great ball and he's in. And the shot! Magnificent from Mateus! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
99.
No
Jaya,
goalkeeper would
jaya.
keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Looking for options for movement. And he's surging through. Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Forlan really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Zanetti. Van Nistelrooy gets across and deals with it. And it's Van Nistelrooy.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Zanetti. Cross flung in towards the middle.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rice. Chiellini. Van Dijk. And it's Rijkaard. Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. And he's cut it out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That'll be a throw. Mateus. Pass somewhat off target. Azar. Haaland. Out to the right. Now it's Yamal. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Mateus. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the action is back on the way.
Lille really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Big header! Chiellini gets it away. It's Forlan. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Yamal, and there's the shot! Off the post! Van Dijk. Saliba. Van Dijk. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Tries to pass it through. Turns and goes back. It's Neymar! Against the crossbar. I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Neymar. Baresi. And Zanetti. Yamal. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar! Lille still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Spread it left. And this is Forlan. There's the shot! Azar. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Baresi. Kukçu. Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 10.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Van Nistelrooy.
Now, can they get him away?
À leur place, le numéro 25.
Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment. Will play through for the wide man. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Zola.
Haaland.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. And here's Forlan. Neymar. And it's Azar. Aimed beyond the defence.
Absen Abah.
Kasih bang, masih.
Oh, that's a key interception. That has ended up in no man's land. Just about up to 75 minutes. France finding their passes. Gets into some space. Hit into the middle. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Gila, tinggi
And another
sekali.
try.
Si Torres ya.
Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Corner number 2 then.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Rice. Plays it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Not the most accurate pass. Good read, needed to be. Azar. Nicely weighted ball. Chance! He
Nice.
scored! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Kita selebrasiin dulu bang
That's
biar dia
wonderfully
pegel.
done.
Biar
Crisp
dia
hit,
biar dia ini,
true
Bang.
finish.
Kukçu simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived, and boy, did he hit it.
Changement en cours.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Kukçu. Now he's got space here. Looks a good ball through. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Rijkaard. Lille really will have to throw everything at this now. Baresi.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Torres.
Additionnel. 1
Zola
minute.
looking to be a menace in the final third. Haaland. Mohamed Salah. Rice. That's a sharp pass. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mohamed Salah. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, a
3
really
match
good
1
watch.
poin,
Both
Bang.
sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be, and they're all square. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Lille certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were
over the edge. Feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
there's something that's just so wonderfully simple.
It's Neymar! It's run loose. Who's going to... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mohamed Salah. Lampard. And it's Rijkaard. Can he get it through?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Zanetti. And it's Salah. Looking for options for movement. And this is Ronaldo. Cross to the back post. It's a mighty effort. Harmlessly behind. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. And he's had it nicked away. Looking for a runner. It's a pretty loose pass. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Not the most accurate pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Neatly clipped into space. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Still goalless. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, played through for the wide man. Bullish header! He will be livid with himself.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, he's been flattened there. Lille are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard. Antonetti. Played back in. And that's a danger. Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Inzaghi. Mohamed Salah. Joelinton powering forward here. Oh, super find. That has been cut short. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That has not gone well. Played into space. Mohamed Salah. And it's Salah. Tries to play it through. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Goal.
Brilliant! Brilliant! Mohamed Salah! A finish right from the top draw. And that brings up
Gimana
the
sih nih, Bang?
century. Goal number 100 for one very special player. Mohamed Salah duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their
Manis
bearings.
sekali, manis
Well, I
sekali.
admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Lille have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Salah. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Howson is always looking to break lines. Kukçu. Zanetti. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's a cute ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Brilliantly cut out. And the first 45 minutes are up. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Lille are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Zanetti has it in a
Ah,
wide
salah
position.
ngapain lah.
Joelinton picks it up from the goal kick. Baresi. A probing pass. Chips it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Robertson. Baresi. Robertson. And it's Joelinton. Neymar is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And that could set him on his way. And he's surging through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Mohamed Salah. Almost an hour gone. Rijkaard. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's
Joelinton! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Neatly clipped into space. And that's the keeper's ball.
Angers really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Defending was strong and firm. And that pass just didn't quite work. And smartly reclaimed. Zanetti gets into some space. Deftly away. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Cannavaro makes the interception. Lampard. Ambitious ball here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, that's clever. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Kukçu. Lille ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Floated through. Oh, important interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Guti. This looks promising.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Joelinton. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Lampard. Angers looking to pass their way through. Lille close now to seeing this one through to the end. Out for a throw.
Changement pour Lille. le numéro 25, le numéro 10, Neymar. À leur place, le numéro 8, le numéro 11, Messi. Attention, changement.
Tahan, tahan.
Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. And that will be the final
Lumayan
act.
bang, lumayan.
Well, that was tense. Boy, that was
golnya
tense.
keren ini,
The
Bang.
two sides separated by the game's
Sesuatu.
only goal. Mohamed Salah picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Je voudrais vous rappeler de ne fumer
So,
que
Jim,
dans les
how do you
zones
reflect
indiquées sur le
on what we've seen?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Nih. Oh, bukan yang. Cheers. Wah, ini keren bang ini bang. Cheers. Saus. Cheers.
Over the edge, feel like I'm
Lumayan
floating
25%.
through the
Sesuai.
air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in.
Follow dulu bang.
Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. So it's down to business. The business that truly gets this crowd engaged. This sight, an ageless reminder of the investment in this game. The Pumas know where they truly belong. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders...
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Belum apa-apa udah kartu kuning kau, Pak. Telat tadi.
And it's Van Basten. Howson turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's precious little point talking of anyone else here today, Jim.
Yeah, his achievements are incredible.
And he shoots! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Lille are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Serginho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pumas with the corner. They're first. Alexander-Arnold goes short. And this is Messi. Lille have the chance to go the other way. No, he refuses to take the bait. Raul. Now it's Haaland. Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Haaland. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. That's a throw. It's gone for a throw-in. Back to the keeper it goes.
Lille are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bastoni. And this is Van Basten. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter, too quick.
But it's been given away. And he's found a way past.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Messi. Pumas looking to pass their way through. Now it's Haaland. And he's worked it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Can he finish? Ødegaard. Pumas couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Van Basten. Neymar. That's an imaginative pass. And he's intervened well there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Messi. Raul. Now it's Neymar. And he's managed to get free. Here's a chance! Oh, the ball's come. Oh, what has happened here? In he goes again! Harmlessly behind. Alexander-Arnold. Lille are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And he's lost his man here. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Now it's Haaland. Nuno Mendes. And it's Mendes.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Pumas disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And it's Ødegaard. Oh, this looks sharp. And that is expertly dealt with. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Van Basten. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Mendes is onto this. And that has been cleared. Raul gets it clear. And he's decided to go for it. That carried quite a threat. No, that was never going to make it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Gak mungkin orang si anu piye cowok, iso kaya monumen cowok.
Señoras y señores, por favor permanezcan sentados durante el transcurso del partido. Gracias por su cooperación.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Van Basten just eases him off the ball. Can he get it through? Here's Rodri. Ødegaard. Kokchu. Oh, this is a very... He's tried one! Harrison calmly anticipates. Looking for the run. Looking for options for movement. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again they run up. He's having a go! Oh, keep trying and eventually it might come off.
Pumas Unam really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Robertson. Neymar. He's picked his way through. Rodri does well to stand firm and defend it. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. And that's really well manoeuvred. Kokchu makes the interception.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they need to have a very good conversion rate.
Messi. Messi's cross.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
That's travelling a long way. Neymar. He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's got his cross in. Rodri is there, and he can get... Great chance! And it's in! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Convertido en el minuto 66. Número 10.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Rodri. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Lille may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Mendes did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Haaland. Ødegaard. And it's Serginho. Haaland. Opts for safety. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he's bustling through here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. He's gone for the shots!
Lille, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful, just a little more discipline is called for.
A lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Haaland. And there's the shot! Oh, he's caught him in or out. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
This has become one superb game of football.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He won't be happy with that one. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Lille clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Serginho. Howson is the team's great visionary. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ødegaard. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Zanetti. Now it's Messi. Into a minimum of 4 minutes. Oh, they could be caught out here. Eder Militao.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
He's got away. Hazard. Real chance! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Let's go low.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Cambio.
Lille making another change here,
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution.
and that will be it. Lille perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Oh, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick.
Latini! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And a chance! And the ball's come loose here. And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Lille are looking to go forward now. Nesta cuts it out. Cannavaro. Zola going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Pele! Knocks it out wide. Otto. Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. It'll be a throw-in. Baresi. Can he get it through? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He rises! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Kukçu. And it's Robertson.
Oh, great feat that.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's there to get it away. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Cannavaro. Azar conjures time and space where few can.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he can clear it away. No way through, so back it comes. Kukçu, played out wide. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Howson did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
And he's forced to go back. He's beaten the last man. Vieira. Now it's Messi. Otto. He's picked his way through. Platini. And he welcomes... And Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That'll be a throw. Azar, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good.
He's going for goal! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Zanetti.
Hello,
Now
bro.
it's Yamal. Azar. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Hello,
Well, he
my
was
friend,
clearly
how are
disappointed with that
you?
pass.
Hello,
Neil
bro.
clearly should have gone for the
What's up?
easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Not the most accurate
man.
pass. Haaland!
Who are you, bro?
Oh no, what has happened here? That could spell trouble. Shot could be... and the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Nesta is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he welcomes it in. He has a look up. It's Pele! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Thank you. I'm good. I'm good, bro.
I'm
Platini.
good and you.
And it's Vieira. Rijkaard. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Neymar. Played in by Robertson. And that's been won straight back.
I'm good. I'm
Messi.
good, bro.
Driving on and making good progress. Great vision. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Great
Oh
shot!
my God.
And he looked every
Oh my
bit
God,
the
oh my
assured
God.
keeper there.
I'm not,
Robertson
I'm
clearly
not
thought he
hockey,
had the
bro.
beating of the keeper.
And he thumps it clear. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way.
De temps additionnel.
He's being urged to shoot. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Kukçu. Now it's Haaland. Time and again they are repelled.
I'm not hockey,
The
bro.
referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Mesdames et messieurs, je
Yeah,
vous
you don't get
demande
any
votre
points for
attention.
stating the obvious,
Un petit
Peter, but
garçon
thankfully
Football
this
doing
is still
it.
very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Lille really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Inter Milan get their fourth corner. Messi. Oh, good take in a good area. Rijkaard. Now it's Pele.
Pele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Kukçu. Rijkaard. And it's Azar. Now, can they get him away? And no, he's seen through all of that. Rijkaard. Now it's Platini. Nicely spread. Oh, that's fabulous. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Messi. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Oh, really good feet. Nicely weighted ball. Zanetti crosses. And that was very necessary. Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Azar. Just about up to the hour now. And here's Yamal. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Good ball, good take. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard pinches it off him. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Now the delivery. Keeper's dealt with that. Zanetti, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Le numéro 22, Hazard. À sa place, le numéro 8. Attention, changement.
Nesta. Lille perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Rijkaard. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Zanetti. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. That's a nicely shaped ball. It's a promising position. Griezmann! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his
Le
team
numéro
in it.
18.
They're up to
Pour le
5 corners
remplacer,
now.
Le numéro 20.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Griezmann looking to play him in. Griezmann. Deep cross. And the keeper beats it away. Haaland. Lille will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And here's Platini. Oh, what a mistake! Spread out to the left. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Neymar.
Lille really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
À sa place, le numéro 15.
Inter Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Distributed tidily. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Ronaldo looking to get on the end of this. Chiellini. Rijkaard.
Temps additionnel. 3
Cannavaro.
minutes.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And this is Pele! Oh, well played, well sorted out. Robertson. And here's Messi. And that's been intercepted. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort and...
Lanjut terus sampai bosok. Sampai bosok ya, Bang. nangkep bangetan bang.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another...
Big chance!
Set
It's in! Looking for options for movement. Neymar. Oh, sweet feet. It's run loose here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Dybala. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, played through for the wide man. And here's Azar. Aims beyond the defence. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Lille clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Fiore. Now it's Raul. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Might be danger here. Chance for a shot! Goal! Lille! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Lille have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And it's Dybala. Mbappe! Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Great ball, and he's in here!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Ronaldo gets into a good position. Al-Sadd applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Cross to the back post. Rijkaard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Caught offside that time. Rijkaard. Pinches it off him. Neymar. Azar. Nuno Mendes. Fiore. And he cuts out the supply. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. He's on it, can he get away? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He can run onto that.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now, can they get him away? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nice sequence of passes this. And Dybala! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Now it's Neymar. He might be in here!
That's going in strongly.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Neymar. And it's Hakimi. Time and again they are repelled. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe.
There will be one
Hazard.
minute added time.
Cristiano Ronaldo. That ball looks a good one. He's found a way through. Pass somewhat off target. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps, the only things lacking.
I'd just like to read out our fan
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Lille really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Lille leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Lille really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Now it's Neymar. Zanetti. Koundé calmly anticipates. Kukçu. That's a sharp pass. Can he get onto this? Lille have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Lille with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Al-Sadd have the chance to go the other way. That's good running with the ball. That looks a cracking ball. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Team still separated by the game's only goal. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Zanetti. And this is Hazard. It's a quick ball upfield. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Azar has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Neymar. Cristiano Ronaldo. Saliba makes the interception. Now it's Raul. It's a really well-measured ball. That has not gone well. Now and the finish! He's scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Lille are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that's nice. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Bellingham. He's picked his way through. It's a pretty loose pass.
Kesana bang. Wah.
Some resolute defending there. Always onto this. And this is Neymar. Oh, really good feet. And it's Kukçu. Has a look and plays it forward. That has been cut short. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Koundé cuts out the pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Al-Sadd clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Neymar. Good read, needed to be.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. 2 minutes to be added on. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Lille can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Lille, Arsenal.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Well, amongst many successful Asian players who have performed in Europe, I wonder how highly does this man, Shinsuke Nakamura, rank for you, Jim?
Pretty high, Peter. You know, he was one of the first to come over to the European continent, and we know he's an excellent playmaker, a traditional number 10, but of course he had great expertise as well on set pieces.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. No, it's come to nothing. But that has not gone well. And it's Nakamura. He's through. And Bernardo Silva! Oh, it's fallen loose again. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Backward it goes. And that's a dangerous ball.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Shot a goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Lille with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Diogo Costa gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Now it's Yamal. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Robertson. Rijkaard. Bernardo Silva powering forward here. Rice. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Lewandowski. Ruben Neves. And he's managed to get free. That'll be a corner. Real chance! And that's caused a worry or two. It's their second corner of the game. And a chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Ruben Neves is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And that has been slung wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And listen, there's the shot! Goal! Nil! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Après 24 minutes de jeu.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he was quick to react. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Yamal. Looking to play him in. That's a nicely shaped ball. Rice. Ruben Neves. Now it's Batistuta. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Lewandowski. Zanetti. Yamal. Well, now here's a good battle. Diving header! Ruben Neves. That's an imaginative pass. Floated through. And the shot's on here. That's going to go a long way. Kukçu. Now Howson. Baresi.
Lille really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And he cuts out the supply. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And he welcomes it in. Stood up well to him there. Baresi. It's a searching pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Rijkaard. Now Howson. And it's Rijkaard. Baresi. And it's Rijkaard.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Neymar.
additionnel.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Very nicely done. Nicely shaped ball. Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Lille, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Lille carrying a one-goal lead. Bernardo Silva! Oh, split-second reaction.
Bernardo Silva clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Bernardo Silva! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Bernardo Silva certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And it's Azar. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Ruben Neves. Now he's got space here. Chips it through. Zanetti. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Baresi. And Robertson. Rijkaard. Well-timed, excellent interception. Bernardo Silva. Passing is crisp and sharp. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Batistuta. The ball has bounced loose now.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again. And Batistuta! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Lewandowski looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Lewandowski! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Lille have their second corner now. It's a mighty effort, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Perez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. That looks a cracking ball. And Batistuta! Goal! Arsenal are level. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
75 minutes played. Great vision. Hazard. Yamal.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Perez. And this is Batistuta. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim, it is not looking great at all. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Ruben Neves! Brilliant from Ruben Neves! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Le numéro 22, Hazard. À sa place,
Zanetti,
le numéro 8.
all driven towards the far post.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Kukçu. Gets a good foot in there.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Le numéro 18. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 20.
What a save by Diogo Costa! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Kukçu. Rijkaard. Rijkaard! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Big chance! Perez getting this one clear. Cross needs to... Gets his head on it! He will be livid with himself.
Il y aura 6 minutes de temps additionnel.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Right card, concedes a free kick for that. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Lille are down to 10 men.
I'm back.
And here's Batistuta. Bellingham. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Costa Curta. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's being urged to shoot. Shoots! An uncompromising challenge. And that is as far as it goes. Lille can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is someone who's been predestined for greatness, Peter, and he hasn't disappointed. Immense in terms of shot stopping, we know that, but I think his distribution has also improved, and it needed to, although he likes to keep it quite safe and simple.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, what has happened here? And he's gone backward here. Aimed beyond the defence. Howson gets across to intercept that. Kukçu. Haaland. Oh, well measured. He's being urged to shoot. Goes for a shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Apaan itu? Neymar buset.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Mohamed Salah. Pass somewhat off target. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he's on his way! Batistuta was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Robertson. Cross from Robertson. He gets big! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now that... Oh, there's the header! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah proves just a little bit too strong. Searching pass he's played there. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Kukçu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well read, and the danger is averted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Zanetti. Oh, that pass isn't the best. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, just skips past his man. Chance! Goal! Sporting! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Courtois looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. You like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Sporting are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Sporting with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That is a great pick out.
Hadir Bang, balik lagi.
With that. He won't be happy with that one.
Kesel banget.
Knocks it into space.
Kesel kalah banget.
He's picked his way through. Takes a shot!
Kalah banget.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
That is good alertness. He's in a great position here. Big chance! Shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Sporting certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Zanetti. Now it's Haaland. And it's Neymar. Now it's Haaland. It's a pretty loose pass. Robertson. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he's there to retrieve it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Nanti, dari mana Mas Dery? I'm not feeling well.
Played out to the left flank.
Additionnel, 3 minutes.
Gila sekali.
Looking for the run. He has a look up. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, well played, well played. Cleared without complication. Now it's Haaland. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Turun Mas, turun Mas.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Lille are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
Gila, giginya nyala. Gila, boleh.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Defending was strong and firm. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
McAllister. Azar. Haaland. Now it's Neymar. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, can he get onto this? No, he's not getting past him there. Lille finding their passes. Tries to play it through. Kukçu. And it's Robertson. McAllister. Now it's Batistuta. Howson did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zanetti. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And it's Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Lille clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
McAllister. Kukçu. And it's Robertson. Haaland. And this is Neymar. And he's running through. And the finish!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Gabriel cuts it out. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
In with the challenge. Robertson. And it's Robertson. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lille can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Neymar. And Robertson. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Now it's come to nothing. And reclaimed it in a trice. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Little pass back. Has a shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Robertson. Looking to play him in. Nicely worked. Oh, important interception. Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's well spotted. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Changement pour Lille. Le numéro 22, Hazard. Le numéro 10, Neymar. Le numéro 14. À leur place, le numéro 8, le numéro 4, le numéro 15.
Turu.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Changement.
Turu bang.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's McAllister. And that pass just didn't quite work. Bernardo Silva. That's a good ball out wide. And that was very necessary.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Baresi,
Dah.
and that will be the
Mampus.
final act.
Suwe.
Lille perhaps
Makasih, bang,
ended up
semuanya.
out of ideas and out of steam.
Makasih
Some warm
semuanya,
applause
makasih
and
semuanya.
acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players.
Sampai
But that does
bertemu
not
lagi
hide
di
the
lain
overall
waktu. Ini
disappointment.
mulut sampai ketutup kumis nih, Bang.
Lille really...